My name's Sophie Constantinou, and I am a documentary filmmaker. I am a cinematographer, producer, director. It's inevitable at some point that you want your movie to get out there, and suddenly you realize you have to be a community organizer of some kind to get people together to see the story that you have to tell. The conversations that can come out of a well-crafted film are pretty rich and interesting. And what we do as filmmakers is try and tell the best story possible. And so I think that's where I was like, well, I'll just learn everything. Learn a little lighting, learn a little cinematography. I got weird jobs as a stage manager at some place, and I was a projectionist, and I kind of mixed and matched as I went and then kept refining. I feel like it isn't just about making things that are beautiful and appealing and rich and thought-provoking the way they're filmed, but it has to tell a story.
My name is Chanelle Ignant, and I am a freelance multimedia producer. My project Black NSF is comprised mostly of street photography, with a few portraits of people that I interview. I'm going around San Francisco and capturing Black life. I was inspired to do this project after constantly reading about the decline of the African American population in San Francisco, and I wondered where the remaining population was and what they were doing and how life was for them.
I wasn't very inspired by school. I wasn't very inspired by continuing to read and write and go to class. I watched a lot of movies, saw a lot of foreign films, and I was like, you know what, that's it, that's what I want to do. I had this very sort of feminist bent, and I really felt like there was not enough of a woman's vision on the stuff that we see, the movies that we make. In the beginning, the sort of the female gaze, the way that we look at women, the way that we frame women, the roles that women take in the stories that are being told felt two-dimensional. They didn't feel complex enough. And so I felt like, you know what, I have a different frame I'd like to see the world shaped by.
My grandmother, who was a teacher, she taught special education for 40 years in Los Angeles. And when I was growing up, she inspired me to record. We recorded everything. We recorded our conversations, we recorded the street, we just recorded everything with cassette players. Learning multimedia skills leads to so many other crossover employment opportunities for young people. As someone who grew up in LA, San Francisco feels like a small town. I used to live in Western Addition, and when I was looking for someone to cut my hair, I found Nate. He seemed like a very interesting guy. He grew up in the neighborhood, and he just had a lot to say about somewhere that was almost foreign to me. And that local perspective is so important to me because I think as someone who isn't from here, knowing that history allows me to be more engaging with the community that I live in. And I want the same for others. I want people that move into a new neighborhood to know what was there before, who was there before, what businesses were here, and what cultural and historical influences shape what we see today.
My guiding principle has been, if you stick to something long enough, if you know what it is and you just go for it, you will eventually get there. Now I can course adjust and refine where I want to go, what I want to do, and it's totally possible. So the impossible is not something to listen to.